Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to finally reveal my face. Okay, so today's video is all about making a real estate AI appointment setter using the Retell AI. It's going to be a complex one because I've already shared the single prompt agent in my previous video. You can check it out there. Okay, so in this video we will go to the Retell and we will create an agent using conversational AI workflows. Okay, you will go into that and all the template will be provided there. After that, what you will be writing is in the welcome node you have to write. Firstly, you will say to the conversation node, this is a conversation node. You can name it as much as you can. You can also select the prompt and the static sentence. Prompt is a thing which you will be given to like agent. Okay, like prompting can be diverse, like it can have customer name as Nick and Bosar and different kind of peoples. Okay, after that we will ask if the user is busy or free. If the user is free, because we want the users to be totally concise towards what we are saying. If the user is free, ask for the meeting. So tell users your AI solutions can help with modernization real estate solutions. Ask the user if they want to book appointments. Okay, so if you want to book the appointment, it has to be two ways. Okay, user is ready for a meeting, user doesn't want a meeting, because most of the time people do not want meeting and they just cut your phone call over this. Okay, but we are not talking about sales. Okay, after that what we will do, we will, when you want to book the meeting, when the user says they are done for the meeting, what you will do, you will have to have two information that is very must, that is username and also the email. Okay, so many times you will be saying something else and the agent will not get it. So what you will do, you will go and you will say that it has to be spell it out letter by letter so that the user's name and email is correct. You will know it. Okay, but there are dynamic terms like PKAILASHIYA has to be spelled out, but at the rate gmail.com doesn't have to be. So yeah, that's it. We will note it out. Okay, and if the user's name is correct and if it's going to be a simple one like Tom or Anna, then it's okay. But if the user is having comma and some complex one, then I have added one note extra. So this is the note that you can have to confirm the name of the user. Okay, like by spelling it out, and if you want, if you doesn't get it at the first time, you can spell it out as much time as you can to get the correct information, because we want the correct information. So mine was not doing that one, that's why there is this error. Okay, after that, if you have confirmed the name of the users, then after that we will go for the email of the users. Okay, so in email also that I have said, you have to spell it out letter by letter. Okay, it will enhance the uh, user to enhance the AI to read your prompt more effectively. After that, what you will do is okay, so if the user's name and email is correct, you will check for the availability of the meetings. Okay, conversation spelling it out. Okay, user confirms spelling out email is correct. You can check the availability by adding your cal.com event id and api. Okay, so how you're going to get that, you will go to the Google, you will type cal.com and you will be opened through a website. When you will open to that website, you will log yourself into that, and when you will log into yourself, there's this API reference which is provided. You will go and create an API, name it as whatever you like, and after naming it, you will copy it and paste it in the function node. Okay, so this is the functions. Okay, there are enormous function which has been given in Retell, that's why it's going to be like the most favorite one of mine to use. Vappy is not that much I like. Okay, it's also very similar with that, but yeah. So this is how cal.com will look like. So there are, like, you can also set the duration. Okay, like for 60 minutes meeting, if somebody has booked appointment for 4 p.m, it's going to be 60 minute meeting. It's going to book appointment at 5 p.m. Okay, if it books for 5 p.m, the next will be at the 6 p.m. It cannot be in between, because calendar doesn't work like that. Okay, so in this, the URL has been given, but you do not have to take this URL. What you will be going to the availability, and by clicking to availability, you will be guided through that. Okay, and okay, this is my profile. You will be creating it, and this is the API key. and you will create it, name it as whatever whichever you like, and you will copy it and paste it over there. Okay, and there's also event ID. So whatever agent, okay, whatever meeting time you will be needing, you will go to the URL, and in the URL you will find the event ID between the two hashes. Okay, it's going to be numbers. Okay, and you can also vary the time according to your needs. It can be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whichever need you like. Okay, so this is going to be the event ID. Okay, so after that, what you will do, by checking the availability, we have checked the availability, we can ask the users that these are the available slots in my calendar. Does it fits for you, or would you like to change? Okay, so if the user wants to change to some other thing, okay, if user doesn't fit with this time, you can again check the accessibility. Firstly, you will ask the users what is your preferred time. After asking, you will just say that you will again the check the availability, the AI will again change the availability. So this is okay. And there's also one very important thing that I mentioned is, remember to use the oral format known as Monday January 5 p.m. Don't say 5 o'clock, use 5 p.m. Okay, so this will actually help the AI agent to know that is AM PM, where to set the appointments. Okay, and you have to spell it out correctly, because sometimes AI books meeting for 5 a.m. because it doesn't know that 5 a.m. nobody's has meeting. Okay, for them that's going to be certain times. Okay, so after that, if the valid and if the user says yes, this time slot works for them, you will be going to booking appointments. In booking appointment, you will also have to write the API key that you have taken before. You just paste it somewhere else and store it in your storage, and event ID that you have taken from there. Okay, for booking result, saying the result, I have successfully booked meeting for the next this day. Is there's actually anything else that you would doesn't want? If it doesn't want, end the call politely, saying like, and also you can say like looking forward to the meeting because we have scheduled a meeting, and have a great day. Okay, you can also command it over there, and you can also command even like, you don't have to always say it, because sometimes there's also a scenario which I've created that is for a busy scenario. Okay, so when someone is busy, you are saying have a great day, have a great day, who will listen to you? So yeah, you also have to mention, you do not have to say it each and every time. If the user is busy, you do not have to say it. Okay, and I will also tell you a very pro tip that negative prompting is really harsh. When you do like don't hallucinate, that do not work that well. When you say that you have to be fluent throughout the conversation, that works much well. It will not hallucinate, and it is going to provide you much more efficiency than the previous one. Okay, so you will also thank them for receiving the call of the company name, that this is a call from X, this is a call from Y. So that's why whenever you are writing something which is variable, like name of the user can be variable, we are not calling to a certain users. Okay, so you will write it in this double hashtag, sorry, the brackets. Okay, or the modified brackets you will be using. So I also want to like show you, these are the things that I want you to know. And what are the things? This is like skip responses, global node, block interruptions, and LLM. Okay, so if we see the skip responses, if there is something, okay, if you want to cut the call, if the user say cut the call, we do not want it to be like waiting and continuing the conversation. We just want to skip it to that. Skip responses means we do not wait to the users. Okay, if the user says yeah, appointments has been booked, so you do not have to be, after saying that have a nice day, you just have to cut the call. You don't have to wait for the users that what it will say. Okay, so that is skip responses. Jump to the next node without waiting for the user responses. Main one line sentence. Global node, what allow other people needs nodes jump to this node without edges. What does it means? Without edges means you, it doesn't requires a particular thing that will be needed. Okay, so like global node is when somebody says transfer my call to a human agent, it will not requires any more interruptions, it will directly do it, because that is a global node, you have to mark it as. Block interruptions means the user will not be able to speak and the AI will not able to retrieve it. Okay, if you block interruptions means AI will continuously be speaking. If we go for LLM, you can use different LLM models like 4o, 4o mini. So yeah, you can also have fine tuning. So yeah, now we will go to the second scenario, that is if the user is busy. So if the user is busy, we do not want to interrupt them. We will just ask that it is totally fine and we will call you again at what time you say. Okay, ask was a good time for the users after writing this, and you will just politely say goodbye and the call will be end. After 5 minutes you will again call this, okay, and okay, so let users know what time to call them back. Okay, politely say goodbye and the call ends. After that, if it feels like the user is not having that much, like it is angry and doesn't want to talk to a AI, so we will directly transfer their call to your human agent. In this, you will use a function node which is transfer. Transfer call means you will be transferring call your to human agent. So there are two types of transfers that can be used: warm and cold. Cold means you are not giving any kind of summary what this call is about, who is this user, and what does this queries. You will just not say it. It will be a cold responses that will be forwarded. But we do not want that. That's why in the maximum of the cases you will be requiring warm transfer. Warm transfer means having a detailed summary of the conversation that we have provided. Okay, like this. So we can again give a prompt to this. What it's a say hello to the agent, summarize the users. Okay, you have to summarize the whole problem that they are facing. Okay, we are going to write it, and after that, this is also a global node. Why? Because we directly want to jump it over. When I say no, I do not want to talk to you, I want to talk to a human, so they will not wait ki what is my response. Okay, they will just transfer it to the human agent and then we will talk and it's going to be set it out. Okay, so you have to know the was is a very important thing that in maximum cases people do not say yes to you. Okay, so you can also mention that when it is like the human is angry with it, you can also transfer the call to human. Okay, there are various scenarios. Okay, like if the user seems irritated and doesn't want to listen to you, and if you feel like you do not know what to answer, so then also you can do it. Okay, after that you also have this global prompt which is given, which is basically for the whole AI that has been given. So you are an voice AI agent named XYZ, whatever you want to name it. From this company you can name as helping users on a call. You have recently seen the users has filled out a form in regards to our AI voice agent infrastructures, which in what lead to this call. Okay, so you have provided all of this, and I've also used 4o mini. Why? Because its cost is much more efficient than the 4o. Okay, it costs about 6.62 rupees per minute, so that's going to be a very great deal for us, because in the end we want our AI to be much more efficient for the people to use it. Why they are installing it and why they are paying so much money? Because they actually want to have some increase in revenues, they want to generate lead, they want to nourish them, they want to have instant responses to them. So that's why we have set it up all of this. Okay, so in the upcoming video also I'm going to tell you how you can integrate CRMs to this, and also how you can access to all of the functions. In this we have used two functions or three functions, or transfer call also, but in the upcoming videos I'm going to show you how you can make more and more complex workflow. This is a template which has been given by the Retell, so that's why it's not that much complex, it's very easy. It's going to be no tough job, and you can also choose from the voices that you want. And there is also very good thing that it speaks Hindi really well, because they are an Indian, you can say voices that is implemented here, and you can also use your voices. Okay, but it is not that much applicable in India, but if you are not someone from India, you can definitely use this. And if you want to see these kind of videos in the future, feel free to reach out to me, and do subscribe and like and comment. Thank you so much for watching this video.